The young man pulled a needle from the cow's back, but in the next second, the cow transformed into a venomous woman. A puff of black smoke rose as she revealed her true form. She immediately launched her deadly 13 needle technique, determined to bury the boy who had just saved her. But just as she was about to strike the final blow, a fierce-looking old woman suddenly appeared. Using the venomous woman's own technique, she hoisted her high into the air, then began chanting a powerful incantation. It turned out the old woman was a seasoned hunter of demons and evil spirits. 15 years ago, she found a dying baby boy by the river. Feeling pity for him, she brought him back to her village and raised him as her own. But the boy was no ordinary child. He was the first life born from the mysterious upper realm, possessing powers capable of destroying heaven and earth. He was sealed away through a combined effort, and smuggled into the mortal world by a loyal maid. By sheer fate, he ended up in the old woman's hands, and was brought into the village. The village looked rundown on the surface, but everyone there hid a powerful identity. The village chief was once a general under the human emperor, now crippled but still holding his ground. Many villagers were disabled, yet all were masters in their own right. The village followed one strict rule: never step beyond the threshold after sunset. They all wondered how this boy had survived for so long unscathed. A blind man suggested sending him elsewhere for safety, but the old woman refused, saying as long as she still had cows, she could raise him with milk. So the boy became the only able-bodied person in the village of the disabled. 15 years passed. He spent his days herding cattle with the others, and used his free time to train, but his sealed powers never awakened. Some began to suspect that maybe he was just a normal mortal, until one day, the village chief took out a vial of special blood, and had the boy drink it. A miracle occurred, and the boy began to sense his mind awakening. The old woman realized he needed clothes to protect and conceal his identity, so she took him to the river, in search of a body's shadow. Just as they found a suitable one, they were discovered by an enemy. Because of the spell she had used earlier, the enemy mistook her for someone from the demonic sect. Their eyes were filled with hostility. Sensing danger, the old woman ordered the boy to flee along the river, while she stayed behind to face the attackers. Despite being surrounded, she moved calmly through their formation, dodging incoming swords with ease. She then cast a spell to freeze 5 of them. In less than 2.5 minutes, the 5 enemies were strung mid-air, bound tightly by red threads. With a wave of her sleeve, they turned into smoke and vanished. Meanwhile, the boy finally made it back to the village, but the sight that greeted him left him completely stunned.